What's good, friends and fam? Sitting there for a week too? Shit sucks. Monday morning, good Monday morning, everybody in the building. Pull up, hit that like button. Just, I didn't do Sunday service. It's my fault. I dozed off. I fall asleep sometimes too. Put my Cash App up in there. Y'all hit that like button on the way in the door. Wipe your feet, as they say. Young Philly, okay, Young Philly in the building. Sean McNeil, what up with you? What up? Yeah, so I didn't do Sunday service, so I'm gonna catch up with y'all today, and we're gonna do another live later on. I told Free Society to get with me, but he be playing. Good, Dirty Workers, what up? Said blame no Sunday. Nah, I actually was fine. I just dozed off. Believe it or not, I just passed out. And when I woke up, it was past Sunday service times. I was like, no Sunday service. But we got more shows coming because I'm gonna do a live later on this afternoon. Hopefully my man B, Free Society, my man Frederick pull up. We run around the city. And then Wednesday Night Raw, we got an interview with a bunch of the artists, well, a few of the artists from the Urban Music Festival. Get my volumes up. Urban Music Festival, September 3rd. I will be going live on Wednesday with a few of the artists, including Cortez. Shout out to Cortez. I call him the mastermind. Cortez the mastermind. Like I said, stay tuned this afternoon. We'll be doing another live from a secret location. Not so secret, but it sounded good. Ty Law, what's good? Studio Dude. Ryan from Beantown, what's good? Shaka, what's good? JM, what's good? No. We just doing it because we missed Sunday service, man. And yes, with aging comes napping. You guys gotta remember something. I don't go home and get naps. I don't come outside at 12 in the afternoon. I'm up. Matter of fact, I'm in Sosua at 6:37 in the morning, going over numbers, getting my day together, getting set up. I don't get to go home, take a nap, and then hang out. When you see me outside, I've been outside since 6 in the morning. As I said, we really outside. You know what I mean? And then when I'm hanging out at night, whatever time I get home, I get home. I was back up. The Cash App will dive out in the streets. It got blocked. I unblocked it. I had to delete a couple parts. But check that out. 3-hour video. Free Society pulls up. We had a good time. But yeah. All right, Dave. But yeah, so we're getting ready for a nice day. Supposed to be linking up with TaylorMade today as well. And Halloween. Don't forget Halloween, guys. It's popping. It's going to be crazy. Spots is moving. Make sure you get your spot. Don't get left out of Halloween. But yeah, I was tired yesterday. I actually was mad because I was fully dressed to come to FlipFlop and I dozed off. So it is what it is. But what else going on? What's going on with you guys, man? How's your weekend going? King Samurai, what's good? Lawrence Cole, what up? You can bring your R1, but you got to go through a lot of paperwork and it can't be too old. I'm not 100% sure how to do that. I had some people, but I disappeared out of DR, so I don't know where they're at. Man, Cole, what up? LJ, what's good? So yeah, we're drinking water this morning. You know, it's gonna be a hot day, and I got a lot to do. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that anytime I go live, you know it. Don't wait till the last minute. It'll send you a message. MrFlipFlop live right now. That basketball game was crazy yesterday. They really benched the whole starting five for the Celtics at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Like, F it, we ain't even trying to come back. Crazy game. Like I said, Golden State is 6. I'm still gonna ride with them. Okay, you coming this way, LJ? That's what's up. But like I said, stay tuned this afternoon also. Anytime, probably after 4 or whatever, we'll be going live again. Free Society supposed to be rocking with me. Thank you. Free Society supposed to be rocking with me. So we'll see how that goes. And we'll be partying a little bit this afternoon, having some fun. You know, don't forget, what is this? What is today's date? Excuse me. 1, 2. So this Sunday was the third. I said every third Sunday, right? Every third Sunday. This Sunday for Sunday service will be self-care Sundays. So if you know somebody going through something, make sure you send the link. Self-care Sundays. Matter of fact, as soon as I get done with this live, I'm gonna set it up so there's no mistake. Self-care Sundays on Sunday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll be doing our regular Sunday service as well as checking on yourself, checking on your peoples. You know, making sure your head clear. You know, talk, have a convo. Darryl Evers, what up? Yeah, I got a Golden State. Black Smoke Empire, what up, cousin Skrilla? Sophia Felix, how you doing, love? I'm good. Well rested and blessed. So we out here. Just getting things in order and starting my week. And I appreciate you guys for all the love. Like I said, the Cash App or Die video is back up. It got blocked, but it's back up. And you guys can check that out. 3 hours long, but we went around and had some fun. They're actually still trimming the video, but they let it go live again since I took the one part out. There's like 2 parts I had to take out. Right now, we're just getting ready. Urban Music Festival, King's Urban Music Festival, sponsored by King's Roomba, and we have a bunch of other sponsors as well. Ray Loyal, Get Right Fragrance, Paradiselyfe, FlipFlop, New Mad Aviation. So, you know, shout to those guys for the sponsorship. And then Halloween, sponsored by FlipFlop. And whoever else wants to join in, we do have spots for Halloween, but let's focus on the Urban Music Festival. Well, we will be live during the game, but it will start before the game. Nah, I didn't make it, man. I dozed off, man. I was fine. Like I said, I wasn't recovering. I was fine. Once I woke up, I said, fuck it. I'm not doing nothing. I get in my mood sometimes. You know, if I ain't out the house by a certain time, I'm staying in the house. I ain't even coming out. I got terrible OCD. It's like, if I ain't in Sosua at a certain time, I don't want to come. Oh, nah, I don't really got a horse in the race for the Celtics and Warriors. I just picked the Warriors at the beginning of the year. So I ain't really got a horse in the race. If the Celtics win, kudos to them. I like Tatum. I'm a Tatum fan. But I said at the beginning of the year, this is the Warriors' last hurrah. They ain't going to be together much longer. And with Klay coming back, it makes a big deal. Now, Klay had a terrible game last night, but he's got to get his swag back. It's all good. It takes time. For now, I'm gonna be watching excitement. Last night I was excited. It was a good game. But the Warriors took off though. What else going on here? I hit that like button, man. We got 18 likes, 31 in the chat. Let's get it up. Hit that like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm only checking it with y'all. Like I said, we're gonna do a live later on this afternoon as well. You know, a real live and direct live. You guys can roll with us and see how we roll. You know, we'll see how I roll. But you know, I'm gonna have fun. Shout to Free Society. He be flaking, but that's my man's in him. He's more in them, but he's my man. What up, Ray Lloyd in the building? You already know. That Get Right. Paradiselyfe. We got it on deck. We got it on deck right there. Get Right Clean too. All right. Get your I'm sorry about that, bro. Island fragrance. Feel like you're on the island. You know what I'm saying? Ladies love PL. Yes, Bali Culture Clothing. Shout to Skrilla, man. I got a dope shirt. I'm gonna do the unpackaging on Wednesday, Skrilla. You gotta remind me so I don't forget. The unpackaging of Bali clothing. My first Bali clothing shirt from Blue Smoke Empire. I'm gonna do it. It's a dope packaging too. I'm kind of jealous. Like his packaging is dope. We a little low. We're not low budget, but we a little over budget over here in Paradiselyfe. So we got 2 choices. You want the shirt delivered in plastic or paper? But I'm gonna pull out my Bali Culture Clothing shirt on Wednesday Night Raw. Feel your dreams. What up, Patrick? What's good with you, baby? The Senator, what's good with you? I don't know where the man at. He hit me up the other day talking some nonsense. I think he in trouble with his girlfriend. I don't know. He'll be alright. May it be alright. Hey, I'm talking shit about you on my live right now, so if you don't come to the other live this afternoon, I'm gonna talk more shit about you, FYI. Free Society, let them know. It's been real hot down here in DR, man. Like, Jesus. 90s, in the 90s every day now. Gonna have to get a little AC right here in the corner just for me. This fan ain't doing it, y'all. You gotta learn how to text me if you wanna holler at me. Send me a text. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what just happened to my Wi-Fi. I saw I'm not gonna blow nobody up. I saw a post on Facebook, and the person was in such awe and disgusted about what they saw in the streets. I'm gonna minimize the post, but it went basically like this. They were riding around, saw somebody get into an accident. The person who hit it was a Pasola that hit a bicycle. Once they got up, the Pasola took off and let the person on the bicycle say, "It's your problem." The person on the bicycle who was hurt, but looked like they were up to something, didn't feel like waiting for police and took off. Then in the same instant, a little while later, maybe about 10 minutes later, they saw another accident, which was way worse, where a car hit a moto, and the guy on the moto went flying and thought he was going to die. Now, the person went off and they went on. They were so disgusted. They can't believe people would be here. They're ready to leave the country. They're not so bad. They can't believe people walking around with cameras just filming. Nobody was helping. I didn't post this, but I wanted to say this. So you're basically talking about another day in New York. Moto accidents happen. People whip out their phone and record. Nobody's trying to help. This is kind of the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Now people will help you, the person who's hurt, but most people ain't running over there. They're gonna film first, and someone's gonna step up and say, "Let me help." You know what I'm saying? Let me see what I can do for this person. But it's every day. Like, how long have you been in this country that you were so shocked and disgusted by how people acted? I just had to share with y'all because I was like, what? I'm gonna try to do the video today, but if not tomorrow. I also got Lord of the Rings coming out. Lord of the Rings video. Stay tuned for that. It's not what you think. When you see the Lord of the Rings video, make sure you watch it closely. Angry Bus Travel, what's good? Oh, because they got easy access to the roofs, that's why. Some places have the outside steps and the dogs just run up and sit on the roofs, that's all. They ain't climbing the walls. Some houses have steps on the outside, and thank you, Tunan, it's the same back home. Like, it's an accident. If you get an accident around me, I'm like, can you move out the way? I gotta go. I'm from New York, you know, like, it's not my problem. Like, as long as I didn't get hit. When the moto hit my car, I ain't seen nobody run to my rescue. Oh man, we gotta save him. Everybody looked and said, ooh. It was funny because the person was so serious at how they felt. They're ready to leave Dominican Republic right now. I can't believe. I was like, so you going back to America and think it's gonna be better? I just chuckled to that because itinerary varies, yes, and it's back up. The Cash App Live is back up. Sosua Electric Cars was good. What happened was they told me I took out 2 parts that were blocked around the world, and they said, well, your video is partially blocked still. I was like, what the hell? I went and looked. My video cannot be seen in Russia. Okay. Sorry, Russia. No videos for you. The hell? It really did. your video able to be seen but partially blocked in Russia. I was like, so what? I don't give a damn about no damn. He said, but people back home. No, you're right about that. Well, no, motorcycles. I don't know. I haven't used Cash App today. I can't say. As far as I know, it's working. You know what? Send me $200 in Cash App, but we'll see. I don't know. I haven't had any issues. Not that I know, so I won't lie to you. Now they're here. Everybody check your Cash App right now. All 50 in the chat. We're gonna give you a Cash App test. We're gonna give you a Cash App test. We're gonna give you a Cash App test. Here you go. Test your Cash App right now. See if it works. Test your Cash App right now. Oh, DR got Karens. And then it was a Karen, I believe. Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, man. Watch. It's going to be a dope. It's going to be real short, too. It's just a story I got to tell you. But it blows my mind. It blows my mind. Shim in the building. East in the house. Well, Glenn Bull, check it. It might not be working. It may be fake working. Send me a Cash App to check if it's really working. No, my mom's was working yesterday, as far as I know. What else, man? It's gonna be coming into some slow weeks, but it's been pretty busy. It was pretty busy this weekend. Shout out to everybody that was in town. Shout out to everybody that watched the Cash App live video. Free was blown away how many people saw it. I'm like, people watch the videos, bro. They just don't interact as much. But those lives be dope because you get to do some talking. As I said, stay tuned this afternoon. We're going to do another live this afternoon. What else? Like I said, September 3rd. I got to get my announcements to make sure I don't forget. Yeah, September 3rd, Urban Music Festival. And Halloween. That's what I got going on right now. And if you guys are going to be around, we're going to Brazil August 4th. August 4th, paradiselyfe is headed to Brazil. We'll be out there for about 8 to 10 days. Yeah, not in Russia. Oh, it's not working? I don't know. That's wild. I don't know. That's wild. Yeah, maybe it's something today. I haven't used Cash App today, so I won't lie to you. I luckily, knock on wood, I haven't had no issues. I will say this to you. SV the Guard, Beantown in the building. And if you're invested in Amazon, you got a 20-to-1 split today. Shout to Jeff Bezos. Amazon, if you didn't get the message, Amazon did a 20-to-1 split. They sent me a message early this morning. I'm trying to get some of that Jeff Bezos money. So yeah, what is this? Yeah, that's what's going on now. He said, "I wait for the mayor to come on." I don't know, man. You know what's crazy? I notice guys want to get on my lives, like people like Free Society, and then they don't want to be on my lives no more. You know, they get popular and they say F flip. Papa Doc, what up with you? For you guys that want that customized paradiselyfe, hit up Papa Doc. Alpha One Customs. Matter of fact, I'll put that in the chat as well. Alpha One Customs in the building. He made me some dope Brazil shirts too. I can't deny that. Is that Bobby Rell I see? Bobby Rell in the building. What up, Brett? Bobby Rell.
I'm not concerned about. I mean, 10 days ago, he had 32 points in a closeout game. Now, some of this is lost something.
Oh, AJ, yeah, I ain't worried about that. I love my people, man. It's all love. I be messing around. I be joking, but then I be serious. But then I be joking again. But then I get serious again. I don't know. What time is it? It's time for a wine? Excuse me, young lady. Might be time for one wine. One wine. I had some breakfast and you don't want. Can I get him a low port from food? I'm good, Bobby Rell, man. Good. We back out in Rio, August 4th. Shout out to everybody in Rio.
Like a lot of shooters, a lot of sports, these are irrational confidence.
2-9, let me tell you something. You know this for a fact. You my mans in there. When you come to drink with me, bring a lunch. That's all. Be prepared. It's gonna be 1-2 drinks. If I'm out, I'm drinking. I'm chilling. Ain't nobody tell you had to hang with me. You know, there's a whole section of people on the other side of the room. Thank you, though. There's a whole. I love the smell of Merlot in the morning. There's a whole section of people on the other side of the room that would gladly have one drink with you. I'm just gonna put that out there. This table's for drinking. That table's for everything else. This table's for drinking. I appreciate it, bro. But like I said, if it's not working, don't worry about it. Joel, I'm thinking 4:30. So I said, hit the notification bell. We might hit another town, so I'm not gonna sit there and give you exactly, but we already discussed 4:30. We're gonna take a ride, so stay tuned for that live by 4:30. It'll be a pop-up live. I'll probably be driving, whatever. But 4:30, definitely. So hopefully some of y'all are off out of work. Michael Love, what up? A1J, what's good? Okay, Bobby Road birthday party coming up. Stay tuned for that. Oh, what's up? Cooking with KV, excuse me. Monday is happy hour all day. Open to close happy hour. That's the Monday special. Happy hour all day long, 2 for 1 on our mojitos, Cuba Libre, Sosua Libre, Santo Libre, something else. Mama Juana, Absolute, something else. So yeah, Monday is happy hour all day long from open to close. So if you're trying to recover over here. Yeah, like I said, I'm just checking in with y'all, man. I didn't do Sunday service. I fell asleep. I was just tired. Then I decided not to come out at all. Like, fuck, I'm gonna stay home. But first sip of this Merlot. Man, got a lunch date with Taylor Made and the homie Paperman. All right, Michael, definitely. Cordell, you already know. Happy hour. That's why I gotta get my first drink of the day. There we go. And like I said, the Cash App Live is back public again. Unless you're in Russia, you cannot see the live. My apologies if you're still in Russia. Oh yeah, you already know. No curfew, baby. Oh, P-Man, you got a birthday this month? Okay. Matter of fact, shout to P-Man. We got a lunch date today. Have a meeting over there. So hold on, P-Man. Is that like a mandate we got today at 12:30? Because a mandate is when 2 men go on a date. I don't know. Y'all remember that? Oh man. So hopefully you guys got some travel plans for the summertime. I do as well. No plans. It's 4 men. Nah, Steve-O can't make it. He say he's sick. He's not feeling well. So right now it's just 3 men. So that's a try it. Let me not get into that. Someone's gonna make a stupid comment. Like I said, oh dang, I was gonna be in Russia never. Yeah, so if you're not in Russia, you can see the Cash App lives, a 3-hour live, taking the bits and pieces how you want to watch it. Whenever you get time, watch it or listen to it. You know, you can listen to it too. A lot of my guys listen to the lives. So check it out. It's back up. I apologize for the delay, but YouTube always holding my videos up. So it is what it is. Oh, you already know, man. I am Grits Mafia. If you didn't know what Bobby Real talking about, I am Grits Mafia. We got the grits on deck. We definitely got them on deck. Shit, man. So much in this world, man. It's a beautiful Monday. It's gonna be a hot Monday. I know that. This whole week gonna be hot. What else, man? Shit, I don't even know. I'm just enjoying life right now, enjoying this paradise life. The world is yours. See that? I'm enjoying it. Oh, you going? Yeah, game 3 in Boston. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Oh, shout out to Mama Flip. So happy birthday to my grandparents, the Farleys. Believe it or not, my grandmother and grandfather were born on the same day. So happy birthday to them. Their birthdays today. Big shout out to my grandparents, Lillian and. Actually, my first son's middle was for my grandfather. He was the person I was really close to. SV, look. Did you guys see the shooting in Nigeria? So I had a conversation this morning. The mass shooting in Nigeria. Well, someone that posted on Instagram too. I'm gonna explain something to you. My boy was like, "What's up with all these shootings?" Yes.
Did you save a lot of money?
I said.
Where are you going for dinner?
Who's that?
1987. For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Oh, I said, you know what they just did, right? They took you to Nigeria to make you forget about what's going on in America. I mean, condolences to all those families. We don't want to see no deaths at all. But they took us to Nigeria to make you forget about the mass shootings in Philly, in Memphis, the church, Texas, Buffalo. Oh, guess what? More people got killed in Nigeria. Oh, so we should just forget about America, huh? And they show you graphic video so that you can see, oh, that's not that bad in America, right? Appreciate you, Bobby Rell. Oh, SVS Real. Marissimo, what up? Backpack Val, what's good? Champion, Backpack Val, a champion of YouTube. He hasn't taken no losses yet. I was about to step to him, but then I caught myself. I said, hey, you know, self, a little older now, a little slower now. He's battle tested. I'm gonna let the homie do his thing. I'm just gonna cheer him from the sideline. So Backpack Val is still undefeated. YouTube champion of the streets. But you know what, SB to God is weird that you say that. There's a war going on outside. We had that line, right? We were going through this back then. So here's what I don't think a lot of you guys realize. Depending on your age group, social media means the world to you. I'll tell you why. We had some of the homies over here Saturday, and one of the young boys with them, a Dominican dude, said Daddy Yankee's bigger than Jay-Z. And here's why he said it. Here's what's his argument. Daddy Yankee has almost 1 billion followers on Instagram and YouTube. Jay-Z don't have Instagram. Jay-Z don't have a YouTube channel as far as I know. So they judge popularity by subs and followers, which is why you can fake your subs and followers. All the stuff we've gone through now has always been happening. Go look up the school shooting. When I saw that list, it made me sick. The school shootings since 1999. School shootings since 1999. The least amount of deaths in a school shooting was in 2005 and 2007. That was the least amount of deaths. Those were single-digit deaths. When every other year before and after was double-digit deaths. So we had school shootings. It wasn't social media. There was a story about it. It moved on. We had Waco, the situation in Waco. People forget about that because it was only on high-def cameras, but it wasn't on Instagram. It wasn't on YouTube. But Waco was a massacre. All FBI agents, ATF agents, when they have a situation where someone's in a compound, first thing they say is, this can't be Waco. They always say, ask an ATF agent or FBI agent. And they go into a situation where there's a compound of people with guns. The first thing they say is, we can't let this be Waco. Waco was a fucking massacre. But a lot of you don't even know about it. All this stuff repeats itself. We're doing the same thing. So when P said there's a war going outside, that was my era. I don't mean no disrespect to no war veterans, none of that, but I tell you, I was at war every day. But I was at war in my own country, in my own neighborhood. It was really a war. Things were going down that you wouldn't believe. But now you see it. All these shooting from all these bangers and these kids, that shit was always going on. I think I told you guys on one live. I was in this Instagram commentary, and the dude was like, "Oh, they killed the 13-year-old." I said, "But you see what the 13-year-old did?" I was like, "Do you know that there's a lot of 13 to 14-year-old killers, especially when I grew up? Now there's even more. You don't wait till you're 20 to become a killer. Most of these dudes is killers as kids. It's just you see it on YouTube now. You see drill music now. They were doing it. I just saw Baltimore in the 90s. They were doing it. Okay? And I said, the 13-year-old kid that they killed, that them gangbangers killed, already had 5 bodies. 13-year-old with 5 bodies. They killed him in retaliation for the 5 bodies he got. But you hit 13, you don't think a 13-year-old's a killer. Well, guess what? When that's what I said, that war going outside, no man is safe from, man. It was a daily thing. It was a daily thing. New York, forget about it. We lived that every day. Baltimore lived that every day. DC, and we can name everywhere, every state, every county. We lived that every single day. If you were in an urban area, a minority area, you lived that every single day of your life. Crack era wasn't no joke. Crack era changed the hood. Go back and look at videos in the 70s and 80s. Everybody happy outside playing under the fire thing. What do you call that? What do you call the thing? The hydrant, fire hydrant, popping it open. Everybody playing in the street. Everybody family, love, happiness. As soon as that crack came, all that was done. Go look at the Bronx. People, you wonder why people talk about the Bronx so bad? Have you ever seen the Bronx? In the late 80s, the Bronx looked like a war zone. The Bronx looked like Beirut. And it was in New York City. Buildings falling down. Trash everywhere. Looked literally like a Beirut war zone. But it was New York City. It was a borough in New York City. I'm telling you guys, man. A lot of y'all just know life from social media. Before the internet, there was a whole real life going on out here. And shit was real. Let me get back to these comments. Reggie BX in the building. Corky, I'm good, love. Thank you for joining us. Benny Richardson, what up? Benny, I'll be here. I'm only going, I got a meeting at 12:30, and then I'll be back here probably 1:30. Yeah, hey, people don't realize the 90s was nuts. Listen, no BS. This is no BS. You guys know Mr. FlipFlop. You know me very well. If there was, now, we didn't even like taking pictures in the, like, I don't have that many pictures from the 90s. I got more pictures in the last 10 years than I got my whole life. I don't have a lot of pictures. We didn't take pictures of our cars and floss and do all that. I had 11 cars. 21 cars before I turned 30 years old. Well, we didn't do all that. We didn't show off for the gram. It was our life. We lived it. We may have took some pictures in the club, may have took a quick pic. We covered our mouth like this. I got a lot of pictures like this. We didn't take pictures because we didn't know where we was gonna be at. And I'm talking about Polaroids, my G. Polaroids where the thing comes right out the camera. I'm talking about the joint you gotta in the Kodak joint, you gotta turn it in and get the film back. We used to go to 2 places to develop our film because we didn't trust nobody else. 2 pharmacies because we didn't trust nobody else with our film. And we rarely took pictures. But if I had Instagram in those days, with the things we was doing and how we was living, I'd be one of the biggest influencers in the world because we really lived that. We didn't have to. We wasn't showing for. There was no gram to show off for. There was nobody to show off for. When I pulled up on the block in that pearl white S-Type, wasn't mine. But I pulled up in that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I pulled up in that pearl white S-Type, shut the block down. Everybody's like, oh man, look what he doing right now. What's up? I'm like, nah, I don't lie. I'm like, nah, this ain't mine, but it's mine for today. You know, I pulled up in a 4.6. Wasn't mine. Pulled up, shut the block. Oh, at the 4.6. And that's when Jay had the song. What's the difference between the 4.0 and the 4.6? You already know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing me. We doing us. We at Freaknik, Philly Greek Fest, Jones Beach Greek Fest. The shit we was doing? Please. But there was nobody to stunt for but us. We stunted for each other. We were trying to, not even trying to impress. We were just having fun with each other, doing our thing. There was no one else to stunt for, because there was no way to show what you had or what you could do. You just did it. How that line go? You can't talk about it if you ain't live it. We lived it, so we ain't had to talk about it. You saw us, we knew we lived it. We saw you, we knew you lived it or you did, whatever it was. And no shame in the game. We just had fun. Yeah, Maxwell, what up? Papa Doc, a mojito is exactly how much you want to pay for it. There you go, Douglas Balance. I saw the Baltimore in the 90s. Y'all ever seen The Wire? Y'all know that they filmed The Wire in the same streets where the story from The Wire was supposed to take place? Like, Baltimore savage. I was there. It's savage. There you go, bottle of cap, government block. Man, what about when government destroyed a whole black town in Tulsa? I mean, the government does what they want to do. Okay, we don't got conspiracy theories. I was talking to Frederick yesterday, Saturday, and I told him, there's so much more you guys don't know about life. And I said, I don't do conspiracy, but go to the library. If you don't think something sounds right, go to the library and get a real book about the subject. It teaches you what they want you to know. I just had a conversation the other day with a Dominican teacher, and they were talking about, she even said, the BS information they're giving about their history in DR. So when I started going back and forth, because I know Dominican history, I started going back and forth. What's up, fellas? Bodega Boys in the building. I started going on about the real history of DR. She was like, oh, you know this. I said, I can't live here if I don't know the history. How am I know about these people? How am I know about how people carry themselves? There you go, Anson. That Waco, Texas was serious. And a lot of ATF agents and FBI agents, the first thing they'll say when they run into a similar situation is, this can't be Waco. Because Waco was a clusterfuck. People died that didn't have to die. Jesse Shores, what's good? Oh, you already know. What'd you say? Oh no, I got caught up, baby. I got caught up. I'm making up for it now. Well, Jason, here you go. Let's talk about Compton. Compton was a white neighborhood. Anybody know that? I bet you didn't know that. Compton was a white neighborhood.
You know better.
There were no blacks allowed in Compton. 2 black families could afford to move over there, and they moved. It was actually a nice neighborhood. Then once black moved in, white moved out. And all hell broke loose. Look it up. You can look it up. It's actual history. And shout out to everybody in Philly, man. Condolences for that shit. Philly crazy with it. I like how you said that. Social media just showed what used to be thought of as an urban legend was and is actual reality. Thank you. So all them rap songs you thought was just people rapping about doing stupid shit, was people actually rapping about the life they lived and what they saw every day. Like I said, Nas will tell you in a heartbeat. I talked about what I saw from my project window, and that's what he saw every day. That's what a lot of the rappers see and talk about, is what they see every day. You are just, for you guys who don't grow up in the hood, you just seeing it now because of social media. But this shit always been like this. Always been like that. No exaggeration. It's always been that way. Yeah, Kensington crazy. I gotta clean that up. Oh, but hold on, Reggie BX. I know the BX still look crazy, but it's gotten better than it was in the 90s. 80s and 90s, BX was like a war zone. It looked crazy. Like people, you say, all right, it's a shout out to all my people in BX. It ain't the same as it used to be. But think about this. When people in New York make a joke, and they be like, where you from? People will say, some of you guys from New York know it. You be like, I'm from New York. Where part of New York? Everywhere except the Bronx. Like, that's what people say. Because you be like, I remember my man was like, we were joking with these dudes in the Bronx all the time. They got really offended too. He was like, they need to just blow the Bronx out of the water and just redo the whole thing. He's like, what you mean? It's like the Bronx is dirty, serves no purpose. Y'all don't got nothing going on here. And they were like, but for them, they lived there, they from there. But the Bronx is literally a city in New York, a borough in New York City, and it looks like that. No figure. Yo, Jay, what up? Oh, D. Will, yeah, the 90s was crazy, man. The 90s was crazy. Druid Hill Park, there you go, Douglas. Druid Hill Park. Oh, man. You know what's crazy now? I don't know if it's as bad as it used to be in Druid Hill, because I'm sure they cleaned it up, because it's actually a real famous park now. But Druid Hill Park used to be madness. On a Sunday? Madness. Oh, the Atlanta days. I love Atlanta. D. Will, I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. When I rolled up in the 4.6, I was playing imaginary player. Dun, 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 dun. I'm like that. You had to. If you had the 4.6, like I said, it wasn't mine. I wasn't buying no damn $70,000 truck. When you rolled in a 4.6, you had to bump imaginary play. You had to. Check your own videos. You always be number 2. But that's the thing, Jesse. Like I said, you can name anywhere in America. Anywhere in America. The crack era destroyed us. And when I say us, I mean the black community. But what they didn't expect was it would roll over into every community. If you were white, if you were Indian, you were Asian, crack was crack. Crack didn't have no color. It's just that we got it the worst. But crack was crack. And when they did that government BS and bringing crack and cocaine into the inner cities, they had no idea it would spread everywhere. They thought it would just contain itself. But crack was crack. Crack didn't know no color. Oh yeah, 42nd Street, you already know. And Sim, that's what I'm saying. All these places. You seeing it now because of social media. Look at all these hood vloggers now. They go to these places and you see this is what you saw in movies. You thought Menace to Society was just a movie. You thought Boys in the Hood, Juice was just a movie. It's everyday life. The movie came from reality. Marcel, what's good with you? But Benny, that's the thing. The streets have to govern themselves. Because we don't want, listen, we don't want the outsiders trying to govern us and tell us what to do if they don't understand us. I've said this a million times. You know in your neighborhood, where you grew up at, there was that one, maybe 2 crazy dudes that weren't really crazy, but they was out of control. But you knew how to talk to them. You knew that if they started bugging out, you could walk away and it'd be all good and just go about their business. But when a cop comes in and he don't know that dude, he's gonna pull his gun and shoot him because he's afraid. Remember, we was afraid of that person too, but we knew how to handle him because we grew up with that person. We saw him every single day. Oh, they go Crazy Larry. I had a guy named Crazy Larry. Crazy Larry. My man Lee, who became a good friend of mine. They go Crazy Lee. And that pit bull. Oh man, here he go. But you tell Lee, yo, Lee, get that dog out of here, man. Lee be like, all right. Like, you know how to deal with him. But the cop don't know. So in his mind, he never been in this element. He didn't have a Crazy Larry or a Crazy Lee in his neighborhood. There was nobody crazy in his neighborhood. They weren't Ritalin, so they in their house. He don't know how to deal with that person. That's why we got to govern ourselves. Because the cop don't know. The cop that's not from that element. I got a lot of cop friends that's doing cop work in the hood. I respect them. I respect all police. But those dudes that ain't around that element and ain't been in the streets long enough that they patrol don't know about that. They don't know how to deal with those people. Tony Hernandez, what up? There you go. Self-destruction. Timothy, what's good with you? There you go. My mama grew up in Southside. Like I tell you that. My mother grew up in Southside. All right, my Uncle Walter, my grandfather, and my Uncle Ernie, who's J-Lo's uncle, Puerto Rican. were the only families not to move out of that area when all the blacks started moving in. They stayed. And Southside had a good amount of white people, Caucasian people.
El microondas no quiere calentar, mandé a Antonio a chequearlo.
Es otro evento. Arriba, te recuerdo, yo regular. No, that's right. Now see, here's what I gotta say when I talk about the Bronx. I love the Bronx. Everybody loves the Bronx. Me and my cousin Chuck, DS, we love the Bronx. Because there's a lot of girls in the Bronx. So we used to love to go to the Bronx. I was in the Bronx a lot just to hang out. I had friends in the Bronx. I'm kicking them girls in the Bronx. So I love the Bronx. But when you look at the Bronx, it's well, it used to be an island. I'm not gonna talk about it now. Hey, what's up? Thank you, buddy. You out today, right? No. Okay. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm on live here. But the Bronx was an eyesore, you know what I'm saying? But we had fun anyway. We did what we wanted to do. Cool. All right. And Joe, of course, cocaine in Miami. We know that. Got a heavy Leo presence. Dominic Davis was good. But TF, that's the problem they do. Now, I'm going to tell you something for myself, in my personal experience. The reason I have so many cop friends is because, one, a couple of my friends will tell you, I just kicked them off the block. I'll be like, get out the block. Check eso rápido, comprar. Get off the block. Y'all get off the block. We're not doing that. You got a good family. You don't need to be out here on this block. Get out the block. A couple became police. Then the cops I grew up with when I was a kid, I realized that the ones that had the most years in, the veterans, the sergeants, the captains, the lieutenants, the dudes that had years in, they were the coolest motherfuckers. They were cool as hell. They'd be like, yo, you see us. What else we got to do that you're not going to disrespect us sitting right here? You know, Tactical Narcotics Task Force, TNT. If you're from New York, you call it Tuesday, Thursdays. Those are the days they kick down doors, line people up, swept everybody off the block. Tuesdays and Thursdays. TNT. It was called Tactical Narcotic Task Force. But if you're from the hood, you know it, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Because that's when they come. And if you're on the block on Tuesday, acting stupid like you don't know they're coming, they're gonna throw you against the wall and say, what are you doing here? You know we coming today. You knew we were coming today. Our name is Tuesday and Thursday. What are you doing? Or you got dudes on the block at the corner store hustling on a Tuesday and Thursday, and the police sitting right there. They would literally walk over and be like, yo, you stupid? Are you stupid? You don't see us sitting right there? You don't see us? We're right here. And I've been looking at dudes like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, leave them alone and leave us alone. Like, what's wrong with y'all? But like I said, you grew up with that. But those dudes took time to learn the hood. But the ones that didn't, like, if you don't grow up there, you should. But unfortunately, that's a lot of them dudes that just come in here and come into the hoods and have to learn how we move. There you go, Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you was ever in any hood and you heard TNT coming, Tuesdays and Thursdays, you knew. Like most dudes would stay in the house on Tuesday and Thursday. Well, actually go to school. I'm going to school today. I'm going to school. Y'all want some Burger King? We ain't in the streets today. Today's the day you're going to get locked up. And the worst part about TNT was they swept you up. They're going to let you out. Like if you ain't got nothing on you, ain't do nothing, they're going to let you out. Sweep you all up, and they sweep multiple areas up and just throw you all together. You're gonna be at the 105th or the 113th precinct in my neighborhood. You're gonna be at one of those precincts. What's someone you got beef with? All just happen to be in the same cell together. You may have beef from school or just on the block or something, or his block or your block, but you don't see each other because y'all on other parts. But now you see each other. Guess what, soldier? They don't love you, soldier. They coming for you. But like I said, we gotta all this stuff that you guys are seeing because of social media. For you people that aren't aware of how life really works, this has all been going on. It's not new. None of it is new. The deaths, the shootings, the kids killing kids, none of it is new. Same shit. You just see it now. And unfortunately, social media allows you to see it more. I told you guys about DR, about Colombia. None of the stuff you see is new. It's always been happening. The simping, the drugging, the robbing, always been happening. You just see social media now, so you're like, what's up, big bro, Gary Jones? How you doing, bro? You see it more because of social media, but it's always been happening.
That's my favorite drink.
It's like saying religion just happened because you walked into a church.
I just visit a lot.
Hello, religion been going on. You just walked in the church. You just found God. It's been religion though. You're just seeing it for yourself. You know, all this shit been going on, man. And it bothers me because I started to realize the power of social media. And when I say the power of social media has confused us to forget our past. To forget that these things have been happening to us for a long fucking time. Oh, police violating your rights. Hello, NWA, fuck the police. What year was that released? 89, 90? Hello? They didn't make that song for nothing. They didn't just wake up and say, we're going to say fuck the police. They made a whole song because of what they were going through in the hood, the police harassing everybody.
It was like pure sugar. I mean, it was like too sweet.
Yeah, and you TNT, if you ain't do nothing, you out. I don't care. Listen, when the gun squad, I'll tell you a funny story about the gun squad. The gun squad was called the gun squad because they really only cared about guns. I'll never forget, I was with this kid, and you know, gun squad pulled up on us. We did the card drinking. You know, we ain't doing nothing. There's like 4 of us. But one of the kids was like, yo, I got issue on me, bro. I don't know what to do. I'm like, man, nothing we can do, just keep drinking. Like, what we gonna do? I ain't going to high speed chase or whatever you got in your pocket.
So I'm right outside.
Whatever happened. You know, I'm Mr. Cool. I play cool with all situations, so it is what it is. They come to the car, they search us, they find what's in his pocket, they find it. They search the car, so y'all ain't got no damn guns. I'm like, all right, what I need a gun for? I'm in my neighborhood. And it's like, all right, stuff they found in homie pocket, they threw it on his lap. They said, y'all get out of here before we call the narcos. They could have locked him up right then and there, but that wasn't what they wanted to do. They wanted to find guns. Their specific job was to find guns. So they didn't want to do the paperwork for finding some drugs. Let another cop arrest you. We out. And they bounced. And my man was like, he was in there pissing himself. I think he sharded. Seriously. The car was thinking. And I was like, bro, no more guns, man. That was their job. They didn't care about nothing else. But also, they showed you the level of the police. His mindset was, I'm here looking for illegal guns. I don't care about that little shit you got in your pocket. The Red Dogs, I heard about them. South Carolina got a version of them too. Clint Andre Vlogs was good with you. So yeah, like I said, to my point, don't let social media fool you into thinking these things just started happening. These things have always been happening. All of them. Yeah, I'm in Dominican Republic, bro. Dominican Republic. So don't let social media fool you and let you forget that all the years has been going on. The police brutality, and not just talking about that, but the killings, all this stuff been going on. The drill music is you see it now. The drill music. So you see young gangbangers talking shit to each other. It's been going on forever. They used to be on MySpace talking shit to each other. Now they stepped it up making videos. You know what I'm saying? They used to go tagging walls. See me at 5 p.m. Saturday. It's on. They used to meet up on Jamaica Avenue. Have you ever been to Jamaica Avenue? Jamaica Avenue could be a war zone like that in 1 second. Jamaica Avenue used to be so bad in the late 80s and early 90s. that they would put police on both entrances of the Coliseum block in the middle of the block. And on the other side, at the bus terminal, on the other side where the buses come in at. Have police there. Just have a presence. Because it was madness. And here's the wild part. Even if something went down, police really couldn't do nothing. They tried to grab like 1 or 2 people, but it was so many people you could do nothing. Like if a fight broke out, or you talking about a few hundred kids from different schools meeting up to fight, or from different neighborhoods meeting up to fight. What could they do? They just grab somebody up, just hope you don't get grabbed and be about your way. But they grab 1 or 2, try to find out what happened. If they can't find out, they lock you up and let you out, and your mother come get you. It is what it is. You know? Oh yeah, those are the beeper days. I still remember my beeper number. Yeah, so like I said, man, I appreciate you guys rocking with me today. Stay tuned for 4:30. We're gonna do another live. I gotta get ready for my lunch date, my man date. Shout out to Taylor May. But stay tuned. We do another live. We're gonna run the streets a little bit tonight. This afternoon, excuse me. Yeah, Bodega Boys are in the building. Shout out to Ralph. So we're gonna be running around hanging out. My cousin is running around hanging out. So stay tuned for that. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget this Sunday, self-care Sunday service. Every 3rd Sunday, we're gonna do self-care Sundays. Check on yourself, check on your people. If you think, appreciate the sub, Clint. If you think somebody is going through something, tell them to check in. Self-care Sundays, we're gonna start that. Shout to Dr. Allah, appreciate him. We're gonna do self-care Sundays every 3rd Sunday. 3rd Sunday, check on yourself, check on your people. If you think somebody may need some help, may need to hear something, may need to talk to somebody, tell them check in Sunday. We're gonna go through. All right. So from me to you, appreciate y'all. Stay tuned for the next live. We will be going live again this afternoon. Much love from me to you. This is MrFlipFlop.